Welcome to Election Night in America 2024 and our coverage of the 2024 presidential election, where incumbent President Joe Biden will attempt to win re-election against former President Donald Trump in this rematch of the 2020 election. And we'll keep you guys updated throughout the night as Biden and Trump fight for the 270 electoral votes needed to win the presidency. It is now 7 o'clock here on the East Coast, and we have our very first poll closings of the night, with polls closing in the states of Georgia, Indiana, Kentucky, South Carolina, Virginia, and Vermont, making up a total of 60 electoral votes. In the state of Georgia, we can project that Donald Trump is the projected winner of the state of Georgia and its 16 electoral votes. This was a race that Donald Trump lost to Joe Biden in 2020. However, with this gain for the GOP, this is a great way for Donald Trump to start off the night. 16 electoral votes from the state of Georgia will go to the former president. While in the state of Indiana, 11 electoral votes, Donald Trump is the projected winner of former Vice President Mike Pence's home state. He will also win the state of Kentucky and its 8 electoral votes, as of course is the home state to Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. And the state of South Carolina will also go to Donald Trump, its 9 electoral votes projected to go to the former president. In the state of Virginia, Joe Biden is the projected winner, the first race tonight for the incumbent president. 13 electoral votes will go to Joe Biden. He will win the state of Virginia in its 13 electoral votes, however by a smaller margin than 2020. And of course, in the state of Vermont, very solid for Joe Biden. Joe Biden will win the home state of Bernie Sanders. 3 electoral votes, Joe Biden, the projected winner. And looking at our electoral map here after the first poll closings of the night, 44 electoral votes for Donald Trump and just 16 for incumbent President Joe Biden. It is now 7:30 here in the evening on the East Coast, and we have our second poll closings of the night, with polls closing in the crucial states of North Carolina and Ohio, 2 states Trump must win tonight, and the state of West Virginia, making up a total of 37 electoral votes. In the state of North Carolina, 16 electoral votes, Donald Trump is the projected winner. He will now win the state of North Carolina for a third time. Looking at the map here, 50.7% of the vote for the former president, a stronger victory than the previous election. 16 electoral votes from North Carolina are projected to go to Donald Trump. And of course, he will also win the state of Ohio and 17 electoral votes for, again, a third time, this time by an even larger margin than last time. 17 electoral votes from the state of Ohio will go to the former president, who wins 54% of the vote in Ohio. And finally, in the state of West Virginia, 4 electoral votes projected to go to the former president, Donald Trump, in the state of West Virginia. And looking at the electoral map here after the second poll closings of the night, Joe Biden still only 16 electoral votes, while Donald Trump increases his lead now with 81 electoral votes. We've now hit 8 o'clock Eastern, and it is time for the largest poll closing of the night, with polls closing in 17 states across the country, making up a total of 171 electoral votes. Polls are now closing in the states of Alabama, Connecticut, Delaware, the District of Columbia, Florida, Illinois, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Mississippi, Missouri, New Hampshire, New Jersey, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, and Tennessee. In the state of Alabama, we can project that Donald Trump is the projected winner of the state of Alabama and its 9 electoral votes. While in the state of Connecticut, 7 electoral votes will go to incumbent President Joe Biden. And of course, Joe Biden will also win his home state of Delaware and its 3 electoral votes. Joe Biden served as a senator representing the state from 1973 all the way until 2009, in which he was sworn in as vice president. Joe Biden will win the state of Delaware and its 3 electoral votes. In the District of Columbia, 3 electoral votes as well, the most liberal district in the United States. Joe Biden is the projected winner. The District of Columbia has never voted Republican in a presidential election. His 3 electoral votes will of course go to the incumbent Democratic president. And in the state of Florida, 30 electoral votes, a major win for the former president. Donald Trump now will win the state of Florida for a third time, and in 2024 here, 30 electoral votes will go to Donald Trump against Joe Biden in their epic rematch. In the state of Illinois, 19 electoral votes, Joe Biden is the projected winner. This is a big win for the Democratic Party. 19 electoral votes will go for the incumbent president. And in the state of Maine, 3 out of its 4 split electoral votes will go to incumbent President Joe Biden. Joe Biden will win the at-large vote as well as the 1st congressional district, making up 3 out of Maine's 4 split electoral votes. And of course, the 2nd congressional district of the state of Maine will go to Donald Trump. Donald Trump will win 1 out of Maine's 4 electoral votes. And in the state of Maryland, 10 electoral votes, Joe Biden is the projected winner. He will also win the state of Massachusetts and its 11 electoral votes. This, of course, is the home state of Elizabeth Warren. Joe Biden, the projected winner in the state of Massachusetts. In the state of Mississippi, 6 electoral votes will go for the former president. He will also easily win the state of Missouri, and it's now 10 electoral votes. In the state of New Hampshire, 4 electoral votes. This is a key race, even though the electoral count is very small here, but Joe Biden does win the state of New Hampshire. This is a good sign for his campaign in terms of holding on to the presidency. 4 electoral votes will be awarded to Joe Biden, as he is the projected winner in the state of New Hampshire. In the state of New Jersey, 14 electoral votes, more electoral votes for the incumbent president. Joe Biden will win the state of New Jersey, and it's 14 electoral votes. In the state of Oklahoma, 7 electoral votes will be awarded to the former president. Donald Trump will win every single county in the state of Oklahoma, and it's 7 electoral votes. Pennsylvania, a big state here for the Democratic Party. Joe Biden is the projected winner in the state of Pennsylvania, winning its 19 electoral votes. This is a major victory for Joe Biden. This does give him a much better chance at retaining the presidency tonight. Its 19 electoral votes will be awarded to Joe Biden, who wins the state of Pennsylvania by just 0.2%. In the state of Rhode Island, 4 electoral votes will also be awarded to Joe Biden. And finally, in the state of Tennessee, 11 electoral votes. Donald Trump is the projected winner. And after the largest poll closings of the night, Donald Trump now has 155 electoral votes and leads over Joe Biden with just 113 electoral votes. It's now 8:30 here on the East Coast, and we have just one poll closing from the state of Arkansas. In the state of Arkansas, we can project that Donald Trump is the projected winner of the state of Arkansas, and it's 6 electoral votes. Very easily here, a win for the GOP. And looking at the map now, 161 electoral votes as Donald Trump approaches 200. Joe Biden is still at 113 electoral votes, and of course 270 is the magic number needed to win. It is now 9 o'clock here in the evening on the East Coast, and we have our second largest poll closing of the night, with polls closing in 15 states across the country from Arizona to New York, making up a total of 163 electoral votes. Polls are now closing in the states of Arizona, Colorado, Iowa, Kansas, Louisiana, Michigan, Minnesota, Nebraska, New Mexico, New York, North Dakota, South Dakota, Texas, Wisconsin, and Wyoming, and the results in these races will have a crucial effect on the outcome of this election. In the state of Arizona, 11 electoral votes will be awarded to the former president. This is a big win for the GOP as they win back the state of Arizona. Donald Trump, of course, lost this state in 2020 to Joe Biden, but now with a margin of 0.8%, Donald Trump will win back the state of Arizona, and it's 11 electoral votes. In the state of Colorado, 10 electoral votes will easily go to Joe Biden following a strong victory here in the previous election. While in the state of Iowa, 6 electoral votes, Donald Trump is the projected winner. This time, he will win the state of Iowa by double digits, a margin of 10% over Joe Biden. Donald Trump is the projected winner of the state of Iowa, and it's 6 electoral votes, seeing here the largest margin in decades for a Republican in the state of Iowa. And instead of Kansas, 6 electoral votes, Donald Trump is the projected winner of another 6 electoral votes. And he will also win in the state of Louisiana. 8 electoral votes will be awarded to the former president of the United States. However, in the state of Michigan, 15 electoral votes. This is a big win for Joe Biden and the Democrats. This was a must-win state for the incumbent president, and Joe Biden will come out on top in the Wolverine state. 15 electoral votes will be awarded to Joe Biden, who wins Michigan by a margin of just 0.8%, much lower than the 2.8% margin he had in the previous election. More good news for the Biden campaign. 10 electoral votes from the state of Minnesota will also go to Joe Biden. Minnesota has the longest continuous Democratic voting streak in presidential elections. This state has not voted for a Republican since Richard Nixon in 1974. Joe Biden is the projected winner in the state of Minnesota and will win its 10 electoral votes. In the state of Nebraska, 5 of its electoral votes will go to Donald Trump. This is all 5 of Nebraska's electoral votes. Donald Trump will flip back the 2nd congressional district that he lost in 2020, and he will win all of Nebraska's electoral votes. In the state of New Mexico, 5 electoral votes will go to Joe Biden. Looking at the results here, a very okay victory for the incumbent president, winning 52% of the vote. This is lower than the result we saw for him in 2020, but 5 electoral votes to Joe Biden will be awarded to him from the state of New Mexico. And in the state of New York, 28 electoral votes in the Empire State. This is a big boost to Joe Biden. Joe Biden, the projected winner in the state of New York. In the state of North Dakota, 3 electoral votes will go to Donald Trump. Of course, as well, the state of South Dakota, 3 electoral votes will come along with it for the former president, Donald Trump. And in the state of Texas, 40 electoral votes, another major victory here for the former president, Donald Trump, will win the state of Texas for a 3rd time in a row, this time by a larger margin than last time. 40 electoral votes will be awarded to Donald Trump from the Lone Star State. This is the largest Republican state in the country. And in the state of Wisconsin, 10 electoral votes, a huge victory for Donald Trump. Donald Trump did win the state of Wisconsin in the 2016 election against Hillary Clinton. However, this was one of the states that helped Joe Biden defeat him in the previous election in 2020. But here in 2024, Donald Trump will defeat Joe Biden in the state of Wisconsin by over 1%. 10 electoral votes from the state of Wisconsin will be awarded to Donald Trump. And finally, in the state of Wyoming, 3 electoral votes, Donald Trump is the projected winner in the most conservative state in the country. And with the 2nd largest poll closings of the night, 256 electoral votes for the former president, while the incumbent Joe Biden trails with just 181 electoral votes, as Donald Trump is inching closer and closer to the 270 electoral votes that he needs to win. We are now just 2 hours out from midnight here on the East Coast, and we have polls closing in the 3 states of Montana, Nevada, and Utah. In the state of Montana, Donald Trump is the projected winner of Montana and its 4 electoral votes. While in the state of Nevada, 6 electoral votes will be awarded to the incumbent president. Joe Biden is the projected winner in the crucial state of Nevada, winning it by a margin of just 0.3%. If Joe Biden lost the state, he would have definitely lost the presidential election tonight. The state of Nevada does keep Biden's hopes at a 2nd term alive, winning its 6 electoral votes in the state of Nevada. And in the state of Utah, 6 electoral votes as well, but this time it will be awarded to the former president, Donald Trump, the projected winner in the state of Utah. And looking at the map here after our 10 p.m. poll closings, 266 electoral votes for Donald Trump, 187 for Joe Biden. Donald Trump is now just 4 electoral votes away from winning the presidential election. It's now 11 p.m. here on the East Coast, and we have polls closing out west in the states of California, Hawaii, Idaho, Oregon, and Washington. In the state of California, Joe Biden is the projected winner of the largest state in the country. 54 electoral votes will be awarded to Joe Biden from the state of California. While in the state of Hawaii, 4 electoral votes will also go to Joe Biden. Joe Biden is the projected winner of the state of Hawaii. But in the state of Oregon, 4 electoral votes will be awarded to the former president, Donald Trump, the projected winner in the state of Idaho. And in the state of Oregon, 8 electoral votes will go to Joe Biden. He will also win the state of Washington, 12 electoral votes, another state added to the Biden column. However, with all these wins from the West, Joe Biden will be unable to win a 2nd term, as Donald Trump has officially been re-elected the 47th president of the United States. He will be re-elected to a 2nd non-consecutive term after losing the 2020 election to Joe Biden. Donald Trump is the first individual to win a 2nd non-consecutive term since Grover Cleveland in 1892. This is a major victory for the Republican Party, and Donald Trump will now return to the White House as the 47th president. And looking at the electoral map here now, 270 electoral votes for Donald Trump, 265 for Joe Biden. This was a very close election, but Donald Trump will come out on top. And now we have just one final poll closing from the state of Alaska. It won't make a difference, but in the state of Alaska, 3 electoral votes. The projected winner is Donald Trump. Donald Trump will win the state of Alaska and its 3 electoral votes. And looking at the final map here, this will give Donald Trump 273 electoral votes and 265 to Joe Biden, as Donald Trump will be re-elected to a 2nd term in office, defeating the Democratic incumbent. This is a huge blow to Joe Biden, even though he was able to hold on to Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Nevada. Those wins in Wisconsin, Georgia, and Arizona were enough to give Donald Trump the presidency a second time.